Hello everybody, this is your boy that needs no introduction at the particular time. Now, before I get started on the video, I want you guys to do a few things for me. You can comment, hit the comment section below, thumbs up, notification bell on top, and also, as most importantly, it's everything. Do what must be done to help this video will help my channel promote itself to get more subscriptions at the particular time. Cause every thumb up helps, and your comment also helps as well. So let's get right into it. This is my key to victory video. We all know tomorrow, little bit between 2 and 5, the NFL, or should I say the Super Bowl, begins between our Philadelphia Eagles against the Kansas City Chiefs. I could just say that there is a few other things that I can discuss and talk about this, but it's just amazing that we've had a great ride to get here. The 3 losses, we don't want to talk about them because 2 of those 3 losses were bad. The loss against Dallas Cowboys was expected, but the Washington Redskins game, I'm sorry, I don't know why I'm saying Redskins. I guess I'm used to the old name. Washington Commanders and the New Orleans Saints games are games we're supposed to have won. The Eagles should be 16-1 instead of 14-3. But no, ain't no need to complaining and crying over spilled milk now. We got here. We played 2 teams to get here. The crying 49ers. You got players and you got general managers, or should I say front office folks, who are not happy of how they lost the game. But it doesn't really make any difference because the super fact is, no matter if Purdy was playing or not, it would have made no difference. It would have won this game because our defense was number 1 against the pass and run, and the offense was top 5 in efficiencies, passing and running. So it was nothing that the 49ers can do. The players that crying now, I'm talking about Ayuk, Debo, who's new to it now, and then you got the other boy, the safety. I forgot his Jimmy Smith. I think that's his name. He's bitching and complaining and moaning, and then you got another player, and then you got the general manager. Those guys don't know when to keep their mouths quick. Know to keep their mouths on a hush hush. They are wishing our Eagles to have a downfall in the game against the Kansas City Chiefs, and so a lot of people are rooting for us, and you got some that are just downright dirty against us. They want to lose bad. So my key to victory is this. The Chiefs defense is not very good against the run and pass. They got rookie cornerbacks, and they got 1 or 2 safeties that are shady at best. Their linebacking and their front 4 is by far the first, by far the best that we played against this year. The guy Chris Jones, who is a force in the middle, he also can play outside. So the Eagles are going to be very, very weary of where he's at, because that guy is a terror wherever he is. He reminds me a lot of the Kansas City Chiefs linebacker from way back in the day. That guy was a terror. He was one of my favorite players on defense for the Kansas City Chiefs back in the day. I can't think of his name, man, but he was an outside linebacker in a 3-4 defense that the Kansas City Chiefs were running at the time. His name, I can't think of his name off the bat, but you guys out there, if you're a football fanatic, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But anyway, the guy Chris Jones, he's a terror inside and outside. I think he can play all 4 spots on the defensive line. The A-gap linebacker, the A-gap defensive tackle, and the double A-gap DT, and whereas both outside both outside defensive end spots. He can play all four positions on the line. He's a terror. So the Eagles are going to be very wary of where he's at and block him and keep him out of the backfield because that guy is bad. I think he best fit on the inside. So if the Eagles see him on the outside, there's a good chance that they could run the ball where he no longer occupies space. They can take care of him on that side. Secondly, we got to run our offense and proficiency at all costs. We got to make sure that the run game is on point. We got to make sure that the passing game is on point. We got two of the best wide receivers in the game. It's A.J. Brown and Devontae Smith. Both received over 1,000 yards and more than 10 touchdowns between the both of them. A.J. Brown, but Miles Sanders had a good year. The guy had 1,300 yards rushing for the Eagles in first 1,000-yard season. He running pretty good with the football. We got the number one offensive line in the whole NFL. That's why we are where we are now because of the strength in the trenches of our offensive line. That's why we are here at the particular time. So, Jalen Hurts, from what I've heard, he's still not healthy with his right shoulder that he hurt weeks ago in the Chicago Bears game in Chicago. That show is still giving him a problem. So what they probably gonna wind up doing is shoot some what they call, it's not Novocaine, but it's some kind of shot that they put in certain parts of your body to numb the pain. So that's what they might do with him at that point. But with it being Arizona and warm this time of the year, that show might not be no problem if he continues to air the ball. If he can air the ball the way he's been airing the ball all season with a bum shoulder, he should have a pretty good game. Now, let's talk about defense, our defense. The Eagles got 70 sacks, which is the most this year. We got 4 players double digit in sacks, and we got Fletcher Cox who has 8.5 sacks. You got what's his name? You got Brandon Graham with 11 sacks. Now 12. No, it's 11. Yeah, he got 11 sacks. We got Javon Hargrove with 11 sacks. We got Wet with 12 sacks, and we got what's the boy name? What is his name? Reddick, who had the most sacks between all of them with 16 sacks, but he got 2.5 sacks in the playoffs this season. So I think so overall he had 19 sacks overall from what I've read in the news and for the last month that he had. So then we got our linebackers that are pretty good. T.J. Edwards is going to be a tackling machine tomorrow. He cannot afford to miss any tackle, and the Eagles' defensive line is by far one of the best. Like I said, the linebacker got to be on key. The cornerbacks, we already know about the cornerback. Cornerbacks are on point. They are taking anything that they can thrown that way and keeping their opposing wide receivers off first and second downs for passing concern. They got Avonte Maddox, who still has a bomb toe, and I'm quite sure the Kansas City Chiefs are probably going to throw the ball over the middle to see how well he can handle long strides to make tackles. So they're going to try to do that to him, even though he has a bomb toe, and they already know this already. So then we got Blankenship, who's also pretty good. So the Eagles got a pretty good, they got a very good experienced secondary. The secondary is going to be the key in this game for the front four to get sacks and tackle for losses. That's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to depend on. The Kansas City Chiefs only got two weapons. So if I forgot the wide receiver name, he's okay. Okay, they also got that boy via trade too. I think Kadarius Thomas. I think that's the name. I think Kadarius Thomas. I think that's his name. Oh no, Kadarius. He played with the New York Giants last year via the trade this year. First round draft pick, and he's from University of Florida. Guy pretty good. So they got them two wide receivers, and they got the one only Travis Kelce, who is probably the most dangerous physical player the Eagles have faced this year alone. So they're going to figure out some way to keep him and they got to figure out some way to control Travis Kelce, because to me, in my opinion, Travis Kelce makes the offense go. He makes it go. Minute he get a 5-yard pass, he's spreading 5 physical yards for first downs. So the Eagles are going to make sure they tackle him the minute he gets the ball. Tackle him 2 yards short, first yard short. Now, if he get them balls on screens, someone got to be up there and tackle him for losses, keep him from gaining any extra yards. Our mission is to get off the field on third downs and make it 4th and 8 and longer for the Kansas City offense to not maintain any long stretch plays. That's going to be the task for this defense alone. Now, we can sit up here and talk about all day about what the Eagles defense can do and what the offense can do. The main situation is going to be the play that's called off the sidelines. We're talking about Shane Steichen, the offensive coordinator, along with Nick Sirianni. And we also got to be concerned with Jonathan Gannon calling the right defensive play to stop their passing game and their running game. Because they run it back. They got a good running back. They were running back too, like we do. They got 2 good running backs. We got 3 good running backs. They got 2. And so the Eagles are going to be wary of the run game at all costs. Contain the run game. Let them gain physical hard yards. If they want to win, if they want to win a football game, we got to make sure that they gain every yard physically, which means they make it hard for them to run the football. That's going to be the purpose in this whole game alone. I can sit up here and diagnose this game play by play, but since I ain't got the technology to actually do that, so there's nothing I can say on that other than what I can say that what they can do versus what they don't need to do. And also, we need to stay at least penalty free, because we can't afford no bad penalties. We can afford for no 5 yards penalties on 3rd and 2, or 3rd and 3, or 3rd and 4. If it's 3rd and less than 6, we can't. We have 3rd less than 6. It got to be 3rd down and 10, some of that nature, to call 5-yard penalty. But no penalties, no minor necessary penalties is not needed in this football game. We got to at least stay penalty free as long as we can possible. Cause we've seen what penalties can do to good football teams. It can cause the opposing football team to go ahead and gain first downs off your 5 and 10 yard or 15-yard penalties and get these first down. Because one thing about it, negative yards not only hurt the defense, it hurts the offense too, because the offense has to get back on the field after that opposing team will either score a touchdown or a 3-point field goal at the least. So we're going to have to keep the penalties at a minimum at all costs, because I've seen what the penalties did. I'll put it this way, them 3 losses that the Eagles suffered this year, the Washington Commanders game was the worst game penalty-wise for the Philadelphia Eagles. That's one reason why we lost that game. And that game that Brandon Graham was going for the sack, but Heineken was already down on the ground on his knee. And many people on their knee, Brandon Graham thought he was still up, but he wound up hitting him. And when he hit him, the referee right there at the point, threw a flag, and he knew that the game was over because he got up and started running the other way. So Brandon Graham knew that loss was on him. He knew that. You know what I'm saying? So kudos go to a veteran who owns responsibility of himself helping the team lose the football game. So that's one of the reasons why I said penalties are going to have to be at a minimum in the Super Bowl game tomorrow. For the Eagles to win, the things are simple. Keep down the penalties. Play your plays on offense. Play the correct plays that call on offense. Execute them with the best of your ability. Defense gonna have to figure out some way to get to Mahomes and keep him from running out the play, because Mahomes is known for those underneath slant passes. If he can only get a small room, and he can throw an underneath pass like that for the receiver to catch it for a minimum gain or for first downs. Eagles got to be weary of that because that guy is known for throwing them underneath passes. That's one of the reasons why Andy Reid drafted this guy, because he has the ability to throw underneath passes and he can complete passes at his best visibility. That's one of the reasons why Andy Reid drafted this guy, because Mahomes is good. The man ain't got a Super Bowl ring for no reason at all. He's very good, very good. So the Eagles going to figure out some way to keep him contained, keep him from getting outside and throwing those underneath passes. Because if you notice, every time he throws the underneath passes, it's because the defensive line can break containment. So the Eagles going to figure out some way to keep containment of Mahomes throwing them underneath ball, because he's more deadly throwing them underneath passes than he is throwing the long ball. Because the long balls are fine, but the passes that he hurts you with the most is the ones that he throw underneath. If you notice, the guy been in the league 6 years already, and he has more underneath thrown passes than the guy from Green Bay. What the quarterback from Green Bay? Damn, I can't think of that boy name for all the money in the world. But you guys know, I'll think of his name at some point. But he used to throw balls underneath like that. He don't hardly do it no more now. That title goes to Mahomes. Mahomes throws underneath passes, and he is more deadly doing that than he is throwing the balls over your head. And the balls over your head are at a minimum. It's the underneath pass that he throws where he kills you at. So the Eagles are going to be very weary of those underneath throws. And the only way he keeps people underneath throws is they break containment, which means that Brandon Graham and Josh Sweat are going to have to figure out some way to keep him contained, because once he gets left or right, he will throw them underneath balls. That's what's going to scare me the most, is the underneath throws that he throws, because he throw them underneath balls really well to Travis Kelce, and then he also throw them balls to the running backs who get the first downs upon contact. He's very deadly with that. Don't get me wrong, Kansas City Chiefs, they're going to put some points up, but the Eagles are going to figure out some way to make him earn those points. Do not make it easy for him. Make him gain them hard-earned points. We shouldn't be making nothing easy for them at all. Nothing at all. So, and I'm going to speak one more thing, and then after I speak one more thing, I'm done. Now, all these awards that were given out a couple days ago, I think Thursday, I believe, or might have been Wednesday, Mahomes is the league MVP. And I stated on Facebook, Instagram, and other social outlets that I was praying and hope that Hurts don't win the league MVP, because that league MVP is a curse. The last person to win MVP and win the Super Bowl was none other than Kurt Warner. Kurt Warner won a Super Bowl in 1999. And he won the Super Bowl and the MVP in 1999. They played the Titans, the Tennessee Titans, for the Super Bowl, and they won. They won that game. You know what I'm saying? He was the last MVP, Kurt Warner, a league MVP, and he won Super Bowl MVP. He won back-to-back MVPs. He was the last to do it, and probably gonna be the last. He probably remain the last to do it. And ever since then, no other quarterback has not won a Super Bowl, won MVP, because Tom Brady has won, I think, 3 league MVPs. I think he won the league MVP back-to-back when they played the New York Giants, and the New York Giants kicked their butt. And I want to say Manning won the league MVP when they played the Saints, and they lost that game. Let me see. I want to say the Saints quarterback, what is his name? I can't think of his name for the money. He just recently retired a couple of years ago. He also won the league MVP, but he didn't even get that far to the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? So I can sit up here and name all the quarterbacks that won MVPs and have lost. I can name them all. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to. But I'll give you some highlights of who won MVP and who lost. And like I said, Kurt Warner was the last quarterback to win MVP back-to-back. He won MVP in the Super Bowl and won MVP of the league. He was the last. That was 1999. They thought I should throw out the history to you guys right quick. So in case you don't know, now you know. And that's it. That's my key to victory for the Eagles to win the Super Bowl. Oh, one more other thing I want to show you guys before I end the video. Ain't that a beauty? Yeah, I think I'll be wearing it probably tomorrow. Probably not exactly sure yet, but I think I will. I'm going to watch the game at a new place here that has been up for the past 3 or 4 years. Now the place is called Level 3. That's where I'll be. Is he next level or level 3? I think it's next level, I believe. I'll be going there to watch the Eagles play the Super Bowl against the Kansas City Chiefs with the possibility of a victory. And I love this hat. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't like this hat because of the way it looks. See the colors going. See the colors. It's yellow. That's an off red. I think that's what that is. Then you got a purple and a light green. The green matches the bib of the hat. And the other color goes with the Super Bowl logo here. So, and then it says Super Bowl 57. So, and then the Eagles logo on the side there. And then the most important, this is a gorgeous hat. And it is New Era. I bought this hat today. And this hat, it's one of the hats that begin to be hard to find, along with the NFC Conference Championship hat. I got both of those hats. I got 3 hats. I got the NFC East champ hats. I got the NFC Conference Championship hat, and I got this one. So I got 3 hats so far. I expect one more hat, but that hat's supposed to came today, but look like it'll be here Monday. And I'm kind of disappointed by it because I want to do a video on that hat, but I won't be able to now. But it is what it is. But anyway, like I said, you guys enjoy tomorrow because I'm going to be so stoked because these guys that I'm going to, these guys who are going to watch the Super Bowl with, I haven't been out with these guys in 5 years. And at the last time I hung out with them because see here in Memphis, it's Eagle fan base here in Memphis, but we all scattered out because the fact is we at the time we didn't have a place to crash. Now we can all gather up in one place to watch the game because it's about 400, maybe 500 Eagle fans here in the city of Memphis alone. So I don't know all of them, but I don't know a few. And so I'm going to watch the game with those guys tomorrow, guys and girls tomorrow. So I can't wait, y'all. I mean, I am so, I just can't believe in the Super Bowl. I can't believe in the Super Bowl again. You know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, the last 2009, 19, for the last 20-some years, there has not been a guy to win the Super Bowl that has won the league MVP. So I hope that stays true to the game. But I believe Mahomes has just been cursed. But we'll see tomorrow. So you guys enjoy your night. And I'm gonna wake up tomorrow so hot, so hyped and stoked because I'm going to watch my guys, with my guys and girls, and watch the team play on a big screen TV. I wish I was there in Philadelphia to watch the game in Arizona, but I don't got that kind of money, so it is what it is. Wow, I'm stoked, y'all. But anyway, you guys enjoy your night. Please give me a thumbs up. Please comment in the comment section below and let me know what you think about this video. And most importantly, again, give me a thumbs up. This is your boy that needs no introduction. You guys, again, enjoy your night.